most important tip, trick, or you can say the skill or the technique which will require you a lot of training and a lot of skill to get it down, and which is the linear braking. What linear braking does is that it loads your front shock, it transfers all the weight of the bike and of you on the front shock and on the front tire very linearly, very safely, in gradually increasing amounts. So, if you try to load it all of a sudden, like this or this, if the brakes and tires are good enough, like on this bike, it will hold up, but this can make you skid. And else, this can make your front wheel lock up. But if you do it gradually, and let me give you a formula what I mean by gradually, and then we will practice it. Basically, what gradually means is 20%, 50%, and 90%. That's my rule. Some people say that 20, 40, 60, 80, but nah. Why you don't need 20, 40, 60, 80 braking pressure is because when your front wheels are loaded, when your weight is transferred, it can take more and more braking force. So when you are at 50% braking force, after loading it at 20, your bike is ready to take 90% braking force. Alright, so you are kind of maximizing the braking force. You don't want to do 90 in a second. Like, you know what I mean by 20% is like this much. 50% I will show you. 20, this was 50, okay? I had the lever almost halfway in, and 90, I will only use 90 if I am going above 100, because if I use 90 before that, I will do a stoppie, which will stop me quite fast. I don't want that right now, but I will show you what I mean by 90. Okay, so basically what you want to do is you want to brake it linearly, start with less force and then keep on increasing. Alright, say I am going 70, 60, and I want to stop before this bike. I did it. I stopped before the bike. Also, one of the most important tips, don't ever lessen your braking grip. I mean, if you are having difficulty, if you are not having confidence in going 20, 50, 90 all the way, then at least don't back up, because when you back up from the braking, like if you go hard and then back a little, the weight rebounds. You can feel it by the shocker coming up, the bike coming up as a whole, and that kills the front load, and that eliminates the weight transfer we have created. So you don't want to eliminate the weight transfer, you want to create more weight transfer. So you either hold the brake there or just push it more. So never do like this in a mid braking, and never grab it. I mean, grabbing the brakes is lethal, or you can say dangerous at 20 kmph. I don't want to find out what will happen if I am 100 kmph. Alright, so there you have it. Let's do some practical runs, and after that I will talk about do you need ABS or not. not bad, eh? I wanted to stop before this tree and I did it. Yep. You guys have also seen when I brake, I transfer my weight like this and I push. I kind of push on the handlebars to make them stable and to transfer the weight even better. So yeah, when you are braking, kind of make your hands stiff to hold the bike better and lean on them, and then 20, 50, 90, bam. Oh, what a song, gajab. So yeah, stable chassis, your whole weight on the front, and you are really loading that front end. Your shockers should be halfway squished. Then your tire will create a large friction because the N will be higher. So F is equal to mu N. Higher the N, higher the F, higher the friction, more the grip. More the grip, less chances of you skidding. Alright. Okay, let's do a panic braking from 100 kmph. See how I change directions mid braking line. I mean, most guys assume that if you are braking hard, then you are not meant to change directions. That's bullshit. I mean, it takes a lot of skill. Basically, what you don't want to do is you don't want to corner or you don't want to change directions by doing this. You don't want to play with your handlebars. You have to steer it, you know. You steer it with your legs, with your whole body like this. If you steer it, then you can brake all you want. Yeah, it will kind of lessen the braking force, but not by much. So if you want to avoid an accident, don't go all frozen up, lock your body, lock your brakes and wait for it to happen. You can actually brake and steer yourself out from that pending doom. Hold it down. You know what I just did? I showed you a panic condition. In such panic condition, the newbie riders, the noobs, freak out and they go BAM! Right on into the oncoming vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Practice, practice, practice. But yeah, in ideal conditions, in panic conditions, if you really want to brake like BAM, you have to go 20 to 90. See this, 20 to 90. I did it stoppy as well.
Select. Go, let's go.